Thank you very much. Thank you. Now they say we want us to talk a little bit, but I think maybe we ought to have him say one more. How about for this guy? You want to hear one more?
All right, thank you so much for Dr. Marty Sammon. the rain keeps on falling. I said the rain keeps on falling. Wherever you going? Look out! Hey! I'm gonna move to higher ground. Marty Sammon.
They said they want to do a little question and answer, or they maybe want us to tell us a little bit ourselves what we do, so maybe I'll start that out if that's okay. You guys, how many musicians in the house? Well, that means they heard all my mistakes. But my name is Marty Sammon, and I come from the southwest side of the city of Chicago, and from an Irish heritage. I grew up listening to Irish music. And I did Irish step dancing, which you wouldn't believe by the way I look now. But I did a lot of Irish step dancing as a kid, listened to all kinds of music, and the best change for me came when somebody gave me a jazz record. He gave me Chick Corea, and I was way into that. It was the first time I couldn't find where the 1, 2, 3, or 4 was on a record, and it took me about 10 years to find it. And when I did find it, it was the most joyous experience I ever had. I'm like, oh my God, I've come to this place now where I can understand a different language, you know. So growing up in Chicago, there's a lot of blues, but in my neighborhood there wasn't. So my father used to drive me to the neighborhoods I wasn't allowed to go in and go play, and hope to God my stuff was still there when I came back. Sometimes it wasn't, but I used to get to meet some players that, you know, couldn't really speak that good of English, but they could play a hell of a guitar or a keyboard or whatever. And that was probably the best learning experience. And the more records I listened to, the more styles of music I got into. And now I travel the world with Buddy Guy, and we're going to India for our 3rd time for a big festival in India. And we played in Japan, and I think I played in more countries than states. And all because of this thing here, and I never thought that would bring me anywhere, but it sure did. And some of the most fun experience I had is playing with this guy. Him and I got chemistry, and we met probably, I want to tell you a story about this first. We met on this gig where my regular guitar player, who I realized son of him was a really weak player, so we never hired him back again when we got this guy. And I said, never heard of him. So he said, that's a great guitar player. Man, he's a badass guitar player. So you got him. So I hired Doug, and he shows up, you know, with the same amp, same guitar for I don't know how many years he's had him. And he hits the first note, and the guitar amp goes out. And I said, oh, who is this guy? They said, I don't think I can work with this. So he goes, hold on a second, you know. I need a paper clip and a piece of paper. And some duct tape.
What do y'all see on the front of my house? See, he doesn't count. I can't deny it with that duct tape.
Right there, man. He fixed that amplifier and came back and did this wailing solo for about 30 minutes. And I said, oh my God, this is really something there. So I'll let him talk, but he comes from a whole different school of playing than we'll ever know about. So let's check him out. Doug McDonald.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to take y'all way back. I know you young fellas and young ladies here probably can copy hearing this. Okay. Well, I came from a little town called London, not London, England, Lone Oak, Arkansas. Like it was 27 miles from Little Rock. So I sort of set between Little Rock and Memphis and stuff like that. And I must tell my story too because I know Buddy told you last night. Well, I used to make guitars out of the wall too, okay? We didn't have no guitars or anything like that, but I do remember one of those things there. Okay, we were going to a school down by, you know, y'all figure it out, in the country. So I used to always watch the teacher play the piano, okay? And I used to want to do that. And so somehow I just felt like trying to play piano, okay? And it got a little too complicated for me. And back in the day, about how much was 5 cents. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies, you know, about how much. And a lot of time I would just thought, you know, sit out when I was supposed to be at work, you know, and I would never, I have been lazy, okay? So I never did like no job, never. I'd always like to want to play some music. This is a job also, but it's better than the other job I used to do a long time ago. So I didn't want to do that. So I tried to go to how much, okay, that wasn't too good. And I used to watch a lot of wrestling when I was a kids like Gene Armstrong, they come on and we ride the horse and Gene Armstrong playing the happy trail, you know what I'm saying? I said, wow, that's right, I'm gonna play the guitar, that's what I'm gonna do. But then I got trying to find my horse, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I was watching old movies, I don't know if you guys ever seen it, like Gene Armstrong come on. When he first come on, he ride a pretty horse. Paddle, right, absolutely. He was playing the guitar and saying, happy trail. I said, man, and I put the harmonica on and I started shooting the guitar. But that been years ago. And I'll tell you, that was back in like 55, so I came to Chicago in 1958, came to Chicago. And I want to meet the people like Little Walter, Sonny Boy Williams, the guys like that. And I wanted to meet Gene Armstrong too. You know, I wish I could have met him. But anyway,
in Chicago,
well, of course he was in Chicago.
Gene Armstrong was the right horse.
But he was, I don't think he was in Chicago, he was out in Colorado or whatever, you know, filming movies and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, that's the ambition I had when I left going south. Because I had saw these things on TV and stuff like that. And I said, man, that's what I want to do, because I knew I would put the piano down and then want to blow the harmonica. That consists of our wind, okay? So I chose the guitar. And then, like I said, I was being influenced by the Western movies and stuff like that. So when I came to Chicago in 1958, my whole thing was meeting them old blues guys. That's what I wanted to do. And I went to a place and I met them, okay? And that was the whole thing. And like I said, when I was in the South, I made guitars, you know, just on side of the wall and use just regular wire. Wasn't nothing like these things. And we take a can, you know, Coca-Cola bottle, push it in, like a bridge, like this, just draw it back, and now I'm doing something, okay, trying to play. And that's what I knew I would be a musician, and my father always tell me, he would never do nothing. He said, he's lazy, he won't do nothing. And I wish he was here now, I could prove it to him. But he said that, you know what, I came to Chicago thinking, what was he right about that? You know what I'm saying, when your parents said, you know, say that to you, you be trying to think, who are they? Why they do all these, why they got this type of knowledge, you know? Because he kept on saying, this guy would never do that. He would never hold a job, he lazy, won't do nothing. I just, it stayed in my head, so that's what made me just want to play. I said, okay, now they're right, I'm going to play music. But this is a hard job. This is not no easy job, but it's still better than going out there and steal. You know what I'm saying? Marty, so I met this guy, and I couldn't even believe this guy played the way he does. I'm talking about he just really blew me out because this bass player had told me about this guy. He said, man, this guy, you know, y'all something like similar. I go, what? He said, like, you guys got the build almost back. So he's like, this guy played all kinds of stuff. He told me everything. So now I'm very ambitious. I got to meet this kind of guy here. And when I met him, that was it. This guy, I'm telling you guys, this man that played all kinds of, I mean, played, man. And he came to a gig one time, and that's when I met with L.B. Banks, I think that guy was. And they calling off songs that he told everyone, I don't even know these songs. But when he started playing, he played them totally correctly. Then the whole band began to back this guy. So how does this guy do this? And then when I got with him, and I began to learn that he played Beethoven type stuff. Yes, whatever. He's a good musician, that's what I can say. And him and I, we do some good things together. And last night, with the Buddy concert was there. And I was sitting out there and just checking him out. So every time Buddy would give him a solo, that was me. I'm like, come on, Marty. This guy's so So when him and I play together, like now, we done got to a point now, we don't even miss a bass player or drummer. Because I'm feeling him, he feeling me. You see what I'm saying? When whatever he does, I feel his groove, and he feel mine. So that makes us play it. Of course, we do use bass players and drummers occasionally, okay? But a lot of times we just do it ourselves. We got a good fat full sound, and you know, we just don't miss. I be trying to miss it, but I can't miss that. And I don't think he can't miss it. So we have a good full sound, have a two-piece thing like this. And we're gonna try to take this further, really. Do y'all agree with that? Yeah. I'm talking to you musician guys. Young guys, y'all hear what we doing here.
Anybody got any questions for Doug or myself? Questions, dedication? Yes, sir.
I got one for Doug.
Okay.
Did you grow up learning more by feel and sound, or did you go into theory?
Actually, I can go back again. I won't be telling you the question real well. When I was in the South, you know, we didn't have time to read music. Just, you know, airplay. But when I got to the city, we began to meet a lot of great musicians, and I went to buy books. So I hang out jazz. I love jazz a whole lot. Western drummer is my favorite. That's my man, Western drummer. sir. So anyway, I was told by a guy by the name of Vern Freeman. He's still around. He's about 80. He's just celebrated 87. And I went to this show one time, and these guys were doing like bang, 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 you know, that quick timing thing. I was so eager. I have another big old fat jazz guitar. I was intending to bring everybody to bring. So I jumped on the stage trying to play with those guys, and they kicked off the time, and I don't know what he did. You know what I done? X not back. And the guy, he said, "Come on back, man." He said, "Look, don't ever do that." He said, "We know you know jazz guy, but we see your ambition thing." He said, "Come on back." And I went back. They played a song that I knew, and the song was "Coming On Baby," and that was like a little bluesy, little bluesy flavor thing. And I got off into that very nice, and Vern Freeman told us, "You know what? Go back on stage. You get great guitar." And you know what I learned from that? Because sometimes you go to a place and you see guys. I mean, they slamming, man. And you go up on stage. If you don't slam with them, don't worry about it. They're gonna come, man. Sometimes you got to get with them, man. Like they embarrassed me, man. I mean, I was trying to find a back door guy. I was just that shit. I'm telling you, man. And I was looking for a back door. I guess I'm gonna make a door like this. And the guys come up back there. And I appreciate it. He's still around. Man. He just turned 87, I think. Vern, great jazz horn. And they had a guitar and they filled up, so you might have heard this guy. And all them guys, man, they just smoking, man. I just knew for sure I could play with them. You gotta get that ego thing. Like, oh man, I jumped on stage, and they said, what? I said, oh, I'm just gonna do it. So that's my whole story of that, But you guys keep it up, no matter how tough it may get, keep on practicing. That's what I did. And I still practice right now. I went to bed with guitar last night. When we took the hotel, I just put the guitar in bed. That's why it's so banged up, man. Old guitar I bought this in 1968. And the amp I bought that in 1971. You almost look like that. So I punched the holes and I used duct tape, And everybody used this and they laughed at this. Man, what's wrong with that? Put the tape on it. Okay, that's my joke.
Now, you were talking about harmonica players. I was lucky enough to meet Jimmy Reed probably about less than a weekend before he died. He was making kind of a comeback, and I think it was about 1976. This was in Berkeley, California, and he was in Oakland at the time. And I just got to meet him at a gig. It was just like magic, seeing him play. And you said you played with him. Can you comment on the time you spent with him?
Well, I did a recording with him in 1968, and but I had been seeing him around. Go to some of his shows where he played it, but that was my first time I ever experienced with recording with Jimmy Reed. And those guys, those blues guys, they got such stories. They say, well, this guy is fantastic, great, but he just had a problem. He was just too strong. Well, a lot of them just go there. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only problem I saw when I first met him. He was a beautiful guy. He got a bunch of records. I mean, just tons of those records out there. So I sort of enjoyed him. We all missed him,
And just one more to bump on that one. Around this, I think maybe a few years later, when I was living in Milwaukee, there were a bunch of blues guys that always came up from Chicago. And another guy that I got to meet was Eddie Taylor.
I met him too.
And I know that he did a lot of recording with Jimmy. And I saw him play a bunch of times in Milwaukee.
Yeah, he got sons that playing down there. They great too. I think he was a very nice guy. He did a lot of Jimmy's recording. He played on a whole bunch of stuff back then.
That's right.
I see you.
Oh, I know a little bit.
I see you do. All right. Okay.
You got anybody else? Should we play another tune? I know you guys got to go to class. Okay.
Yeah. We'll play. Let's do
Marty Sammon.
Let's do PT.
This is one. This is a New Orleans tune by Earl King. It's known, made famous by getting Professor Longhair. And Professor Longhair used to do this kind of wailing with his voice, which I'm not going to even attempt. The first time I heard it, I just instantly dismissed it. I said, that's too far out for me. And if I give any kind of advice, I'm not an educated musician. I know a little bit. I know some scales, this and that. But I got friends that like to come over and they like to listen to solos and say, what mode did he play? What key was it? I said, I don't know, man. It's just, you look at it as shapes. You look at it as a canvas. and you can paint what you want on there, and there ain't no rules. And the only way you gotta get students, so I want to play blues piano. Well, what blues records do you have? Well, I don't have any. Well, how do you know what you want to sound like? Well, maybe you could teach me. Well, I can't show you unless you know what you want to hear. So listen to everything. Listen to all different styles of music. If you dismiss it first, you might love it later. So that's what I say to you, to learn. You know, I don't know what I'm playing in that most sleepy mode or cognac mode, but you know, this is a little different rhythm thing called a little Big Chief. Stacy. A good super fan of Vacation from Marty Sammon. That's super fan. That's our crew. Thank you very much.
Thank y'all.